But with this expression, you could have put it a couple different ways. 2 ways particularly. Clara, how'd you show yours?
I did 8 times 17 times 74 equals 2 times 68 equals 1
Okay. I
times
didn't hear a lot of that. Can you say it a little bit louder? I'm going to write down what you wrote. So you said,
I said 8 times 17.
okay, let me keep up. 8 times 17 is equal to
4 times 34.
4 times 34, because that would be doubling what and dividing what? Doubling 17 and having 8. Okay, then what? Equals 2 times 68, because you kept going. You do divided. Did you divide again?
Yeah, 1 times 136.
136. We'll see. So, folks, this is a great example of dividing and halving till you're done.
I can't see it.
Oh, sorry. That whole time?
Yeah.
Make sure you let me know next time. Thanks. So she started with the 8 times 17, and she halved 8 and doubled 17. And here they go. Halved 8, doubled 17. Then she did the same thing. Halved 4, doubled 34. And she did it again. She halved 2 to get 1. And then she doubled 68 to get 136. That's the solution. That's the expression with the solution. Now, did it call for the solution? It didn't. So she went a little above and beyond, but that's all right. This is another way you can show it, folks. This doesn't have a solution. This just shows the world what you're doing. Double and half. You are doubling 17 and having 8. This is fine also. This shows me what you're going to do. Questions about that? Just want you to remember when it says that, there's some options. You could have stopped here if you wanted. If you know how to do that in your head, solve it. It's just, to me, simpler to do that. That's just me, though. You could have stopped here. Okay? So 1 point for that. Good job. How about 2? Anybody got number 2 correct? I mean B, sorry. 1B. Miss Fitch, what'd you put?
36 times 20 minus 1 times 36.
Yes, that's the best way. Because it says to find this, I find 36 times 20. There it is, 36 times 20. You could have them reversed, it doesn't matter. And I remove. Remove always means what operation, Dom? What's remove mean? What operation? Minus, subtract. And 1 group of 36. This is 1. 1 group. Multiply means of, always. 36. You could have also just said minus 36 too. Okay? Any questions on that? Show of hands if this is starting to sink in. Either a lot or just a little. Just looking for anything. Good. C, we had 19 times 22 times 27. To find the volume of a box that is 19 by 22. So here's my box. Did anybody draw a box? No boxes. Oh, get into that habit too. It's really quick. See? 19 by 22 by 27. So you can actually see the volume of that box. That's the expression that you would do, preferably. You could have them in a different order, technically also, because we'll get the same answer. 1 point. 2, who wrote an equation for number 2? Well, I hope a lot of you did. Sam, did you get an equation for number 2 to find that? Anybody else? Who got an equation for 2? Yes, sir.
16 times 14.
Okay, and what'd you get? Did you? Well, right here. What's that say?
It said write an equation.
Yep, you're right. What's an equation have in it?
O.
Not O. Sometimes if the answer is O. What?
An answer.
Yep. Folks, we got to remember that. Take a look right now. This is a what? No, this.
Expression.
That's an expression. There's no answer. There's no equal sign. If I do this, now it's an equation because it has the equal symbol and the solution. If I do this, look again. 3 times 9, that's called a what? Expression. If I do this, now it's what? Now it's an equation. We have to have an equal symbol or a comparison symbol. Because this is an expression alone and alone, but now it's an equation. So Mr. C was correct on his thing right here. He double and halved, and then the solution is 224. So if you think back to what we did up here, there's a variety of ways to do it. Write an equation. So if it says write an equation, that means solve it. So 2 points for that one. B, to find this, we had 20 times 13 plus 6 times 13 equals 338. See it a little bit better. Questions on that one? Any questions? C, to find 98 times 54. Who can tell us what their equation looked like for that? Any other children in class besides the same 3 people? No one else is here today. I better take attendance again. No one else did it? L?
100 times 54 minus 228.
Ooh, but a little louder so we can hear it, kiddo.
100 times 54 minus 2 times 54.
Equals? Oh, is that why a lot of you aren't raising your hands? Because you don't have solutions? Remember, folks, you have to read the directions. Those are equations. What's the solution? She got the first part right. What's the solution? Only 2 people got the answer? Chase, what'd you get?
5,292.
Yep, even if you didn't, it's right there. 2 points. So when this goes on your grade book and your score is a little bit lower, make sure you tell your folks, just simply because it was a direction mistake. Show your work for each problem. So hopefully you did what for this? Showed your work. And if it says show your work for each problem, you can assume that means you have to do what?
Show your work.
And do what?
Solve.
And solve it. Yep. So Xavier counted 38 baseballs in 1 layer of a box. The box holds 17 layers. Who can share with us how they solved it? Is anybody? Oh, hey, you. Yeah.
I did 68 times 17 and I got 646.
Okay, good. Yes, 38 times 17. However you wanted to do it. You could have used, will the over strategy work here?
Yes.
38 is pretty close to what?
40.
40, and then you could have went over, and then you could have subtracted how many groups of 17?
34.
No, not 34
Two.
group. 2 groups, yep. If you want to see it, let us know. B, who got B? Anybody else? Oh, 2, sorry. Did anybody besides, oh, no, another kid just arrived.
I did 28 divided by 448.
And what'd you get? Did you get a solution?
16.
16, yep. Box holds 448 baseballs. Divided by 16. This is the shortest way to find the solution. Oops, divided by 28, sorry. Equals 16. That's the shortest way to do it. You could have done a ratio table. Let's do a ratio table, folks, just because I like to do ratio tables. Well, let's try one. We got 1 group of how many? 1 group of how many? 28. So we're trying to build 28s up to 448. So after 1, we should always do what? 2. 2 28s equals what? 56. And you're all doing this with us. You're not just watching us. Now after 2, what's a good one to do? 4. Because we can double the 2 to get 4. And if we double on the top, we double on the bottom. What does 256s equal?
112.
Maybe. I'm asking you.
112.
Okay, 112. Now after 4, what's a good thing to do? Who remembers? Revel?
5.
Not 5 yet. 5 we do after this one. Yep, 10. Now we can jump up there. Remember, we're trying to climb to this. Look how far away we are. What's 10 28s equal? 10 28s. Fitzky.
280.
280. That's a nice one. Nice round number. So we're getting there. Now after 10, we do what?
50.
Dom?
5.
5. Just because it's simple. So half 10, we get 5. Half 280, and we get how much? 140. Does anybody think we've gone far enough to get 448? Think for a minute. Have we gone far enough? Fitch?
Yes, because then you could do 10 plus 5 plus the 1.
Yep. And to my question that I just asked, yes, we have gone because we got 100, 300, 400. We have at least 400 baseballs there. And we're trying to get to 448. So we know we've gone far enough. So how many did you say we should add together, Miss Fitch?
You should do 1, 10, and 5.
1, 10, and 5, because that equals 16, and 16 of them is 448. If you practice this more, folks, that will become second nature. If you forget how to divide or can't, use a ratio table. It's fantastic. Very good. All right, so how many total points have we got for this one then? Good job.